1976 will commence again. If you try to take on
Fox's Kimberly Guilfoyle says young women on juries are not a good idea because they don't get it.
A lot of women have also caught on to the big joke, which it seems to be even more sexist to assume that women cannot take care of themselves because they're women and therefore need the government to take care of them.
Right, that's the thing. But when you're young like that, you think the same reason why young women on juries are not a good idea. They don't get it.
Right.
They're not in that same life experience of paying the bills, doing the mortgage, kids, community, crime, education, health care. They're like healthy and hot and running around without a care in the world.
They should be on jury. They have every right in the world.
I didn't say they shouldn't be. I just thank and excuse them so they can go back on Tinder or Match.com.
Mark Levin urges viewers to vote Republican because President Obama will go full Mussolini after the midterm elections.
What do you make of what's going to happen after the election? The president has delayed executive amnesty. The president has delayed giving health care premiums because they're going up for most people. Is the president really committed to defeating ISIS? I think we'll find out after the election. Those things worry you?
I think with Obama, it's going to get worse. You're going to see his full Mussolini coming out with his pen and his phone, these executive fiats that are utterly unconstitutional. He's going to do everything he can in the last 2 years of his presidency to further screw up the country, whether it's the border and amnesty, whether it's the economy, whether it's God knows what. He's been a very divisive, very damaging, very counterproductive president, and so is his party.
And Rush Limbaugh says the real reason that Democrats don't want voter ID laws is so they can cheat.
The real reason that Democrats don't want voter ID law is so they can cheat. I mean, it's no more complicated than that. He's right. Everybody has an ID anyway. Most people have a driver's license. Most people have some kind of an ID, cash check, use a credit card, what have you. He says it's not stopping our people from voting. So he's trying to get voter. He doesn't want them relying on excuses. He's trying to gin up voter turnout here. And he says, don't fall back on his voter ID as his excuse. It's not a reason to keep you from voting. But it is very limiting if your objective is voter fraud.